Yes, there you go. Welcome. Let me check. Sound check. Welcome everyone to our workshop. There. Let's just fix the camera. Richie, the camera. Please use the next. Hold on. Let me work on the camera. Sound check. Sound check. Okay. All right, this is way better. Okay. All right, so check if everything is already there. Okay. Welcome to our 10 tax and bookkeeping tips. Let me see. Okay. These are the 10 tax and bookkeeping tips for non-accounting business owners. Welcome back, guys. Are you ready? If you're ready, can you please type on the chat section? You type ready. Today is Wednesday, and make this day one of the best days of your life. That's why we're going to start with our presentation. The technicality, I'm just checking the PowerPoint. Okay, there you go. For this year 2022, that there will be a tsunami, the tsunami of audits from the IRS. IRS is hiring 87,000 agents just to run for small businesses. Avoid the trial and error approach that will cause the IRS red flags, which paralyzes your business. Because of the COVID situation, there's so many stimulus checks. We know that the inflation rate was really high, more than anything else for the past years. That's why they are running after small businesses. Okay, let me see. All right, there you go. So this presentation, who should attend? This is for small business owners, self-employed and work from home, receive 1099s, have an S corporation, LLC, and partnerships with or without employees, e-commerce. So if you are one of this, the business owners, please type number 1 on the chat section. Now, if you're tired of doing it yourself, we are here to help. We're doing a tax payroll bookkeeping. April 15 is almost in the air. Please update your records, because a good record keeping is a good tax planning. I am your speaker presenter for today. I'm Christopher de la Cruz, White Coco. Yes, I am proud to be a frontliner, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, cum laude, a full-time scholar. Who among you here finished something in your school but did something different? Can you type number 2? Yes, we have all what you call passion. Education is one thing, but passion is different. That's the same path that I did in America. I'm still a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, but then I'm an entrepreneur and a founder of YCO Tax. This is a virtual tax payroll and bookkeeping service solution in the US. I'm a business coach, IRS certified acceptance agent. We're going to discuss that credential later. I'm a tax professional, and because of my contribution of educating the business community here in Texas, we got awarded as a 2018 Minority Business of the Year by the SBA with US Senate and special congressional recognition. I'm also a life and health insurance agent, Quickbooks certified, then one of the wealthiest person in the world. I had a one-on-one interview with no other than the SBA Director Linda McMahon. Full interview is on our YouTube channel. This is how I started. Who among you here are employee or used to work for somebody else? Right? Just type number 4. Everybody start as a full-time employee, and it's very humble beginning. But then after a while, I do realize that I'd like to have my own. I'd like to have a time and financial freedom. But this is through entrepreneurship. That's why I did not get anything. Over time, I did not really go for master's degree. What I did is every weekend I tried to sell with a lot of business owners. Either it's a home party or in a conference or a chamber of commerce. That's what I do, because I know that is that is aligned to my long-term goal to be an entrepreneur. That's why accounting and knowing your numbers, a profit mastery is very important. Your books, your numbers will tell you what's the next direction to go. That's why you need to know how much are you making, how much are you spending, so that will give you more informed decision whether you want to expand more stores or whether you expand virtually, or maybe you can do both. That's why, as a disclaimer, this material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide and should not be relied on for tax, legal, or accounting advice. Examples on other materials in this webinar are only for illustrative purpose and should not be relied upon technical answers. Wico Tax is a virtual, okay? We are now a virtual outsourced tax and bookkeeping company. We are not associated with any institutions on this presentation, and this is a private business providing resources for small businesses. Our webinar agenda, please, this will only last 45 minutes. There will be a 15 minutes question and answer, but we do encourage participants on our live, anything, you are encouraged to type the questions. And then if you would like to get the tax and bookkeeping checklist in preparation for your tax filing, go to our website for the Wico Tax. Also, you can avail our 30-minute tax and bookkeeping consultation by clicking the link on our website. Then we already have our YouTube channel, Chris Waikoko. Just follow and you will be part of our raffle, a gift card that will be sent through your email. Let's get started. If you can relate with this client of ours, just type number 5. So many business owners, when you're a business owner, when you're an entrepreneur, you think global, you're a visionary. That's why from one store, we have our classic example, Gloria. She started with one store and then now she opened another store. Then she's starting an online business. She's making $800,000 a month, a year. Then what she did right now, the problem is 2018, she got audited for 2018. She came to the office last year and she has been audited for $75,000 of taxes. When we check her books, when we ask, are you doing your, who's your accountant or who's doing your books? Guess what? She's the one doing it by herself. She's the one putting all her expenses and income. She doesn't have an organized record. The thing is, it's a click and bait trap with the Internal Revenue Service. They know the pattern. They are looking on your return and they know if there are so many red flags. What they're doing is they're just waiting for 3 years because it's easy money for them. You cannot do anything when you did your bookkeeping wrong. Your tax preparation will also be wrong. Then that's subject to red flag and penalties from the IRS. That's why my question is, are you confident with your financial statements, your cash flow? A lot of business owners, they keep declaring losses. Guys, please avoid. If you know you're making money, please do not declare your losses. Every year you're declaring losses, that is just going to open a lot of kind of worms, especially if you're looking for SBA loan. There's another way of doing that with paying less taxes. So that's why the tips, I would like you to write on the comment section, on the chat section. Can you please type accountant? Please type accountant. The first one, you have to letter A, avoid mixture of accounts. Okay, avoid mixture of accounts. What are we talking about the accounts? There are business and personal accounts. If you have already a business, do not mix your personal transactions there, like you're paying your home mortgage, your tuition fee of the kids, any supplies for your house, travel, personal travel, you attended the wedding, quinceañera, all of those should not be part of your business. Make sure that the business is only exclusively used for business transactions. Also, the same thing with the credit card. We are dealing right now with multiple credit cards. She has 6 to 10 multiple cards. And it's like a labyrinth from one transaction to another. The bookkeeping gets harder. The tax filing gets even harder. That's why try to minimize your account. I've been here in America since 2010. I only keep one personal credit card. You have to avoid the mixture because that will misalign the transactions that you have to your business and personal, because there are a bunch of things. What simply means you should avoid mixing your funds with non-business related transactions. That's why, but Chris, What is the right way of doing it? Because I have a lot of family bills. I have personal bills. There's a right of doing that on our next tip later. Now, type letter C. Who among you here still have shoe boxes? Can you type number 5? Shoe boxes. They're keeping receipts. We are in a day and age where every 2 years there's a new technology coming up. We have solar car, our cell phone, the iPhone 10. The same thing with accounting. Right now, if you can download your, if you have receipts, please download receipt tracker. Quickbooks has it. A lot of app that you can use to keep your save your receipt electronically, and then that receipts can be sent to your tax professional or to your bookkeeper. Might as well do that, because even the auditor, the IRS, they already consider checking electronic documents. It's easy. It's less of your headache. Can you imagine you're handling the receipts for years? Your gas, your meal expenses, your travel. Why are you handling it on your shoe boxes? Do you know that that's our only carbon copy? At the time that they will audit it, that number is gone. That's why save it electronically and then integrate it with the QuickBooks. Cut back on manual reporting. Please consider purchasing an accounting software. Right now we have QuickBooks Online. We are affiliated with them. So that's why at the end of the presentation, there's a link where you could use a QuickBooks Online, and then everything can just be integrated and automated. Then say count with experience. When I started my business, I do realize that there's no man in an island. I would be needing the team of people because their expertise will take my business to the next level. I cannot decide everything on my own. Consider hiring a professional bookkeeper, reliable tax pro, even if it's not permanent. What the business should be built in a stone and has a deeper foundation, especially during COVID situation. Some of our companies were able to facilitate and get their EIDL and PPP because we already handling their books for the past 2-3 years. And when the SBA asked for those loans, for the financial documents, we were able to help our business owners to provide that. So that's why time is money. As an entrepreneur, your responsibility is more on delegating and elevating, and then trying to find a strategic partnership. That's why I would suggest your books, before you do your entry, let's say you're starting your business for 1 year, try to hire, even if it's a project-based, to set up your accounting. Because the more that you're putting entry there, the balance sheet, your cash flow, your profit and loss, the more software that you need, the more learning that you need. I got this. Can you imagine how many hours are you going to spend just by doing that? We got a client that they're making $200,000 per month now. Then they're trying to secure a $750,000 loan to purchase a real estate. Then they talked to us, and then I saw their books, and it's not gonna fly by with the SBA because they've been declaring up to this point, from the time that they opened from 2018 to 2022, their loss is almost $500,000 already. Then when we did check their books, they said, Chris, what are we gonna do? Well, we have to start from the very beginning, the 2018, because if you did, there are so many uncategorized income. There's like 150,000. When you say uncategorized income, you're telling to the banker, to the IRS, that you don't know where to put that. And that's a red flag. There's a 150,000 uncategorized income. They did some withdrawals. All the partners get their money through owner's withdrawal. Their PPP is not even forgiven. It's still like a taxable income. It's floating there. And that's why before you even go to the lender, before you even the IRS check that, we already are checking and then giving you recommendations what can be done. But since their foundation is incorrect, since their data entry is wrong from the very beginning, the balance sheet, we need to overhaul everything because it's just a can of worm waiting to be opened. There's a red flag right now. We're working to file an extension and try to organize everything for them. Now, number 7, try to put letter O, open and check accounts. You need, even though you have a tax professional, even though you have a bookkeeper on hand, I do suggest as a business owner once a month or maybe random time that you would like to check. Remember, when you have a business, it's there might be some unauthorized transaction. For example, there are some subscriptions that you did for the purchase of the software, but then you downgrade or switch to another one. You need to check that, enable for you to save. But your bookkeeper responsibility is to verify that with you. And that's why it comes handy if you have another right hand person looking that. So able to avoid disputes. Because remember, if your bank account has there's already an authorized transaction, it takes weeks or months to dispute those transactions. What I do suggest, do this quarterly or every month, you would see, and then your bookkeeper can provide you a monthly report that you can take a look at. That's why we do recommend that when you have accounts, your business income, the banker told us the business income should be separate from an expense account, which means you need to have two separate accounts. Why? For the business, because the income, you know, whenever you're paying contractors, when you have a business bank account, you exposes your routing number, you exposes the company name, you exposes the bank account. And it's so easy for them to withdraw or to process any electronic withdrawal. That's why you need to set up like monthly budget. How much is your monthly business expense? Just try to set an auto transfer. All right. So that is one thing that I did recommend. That's why I said having a payroll business payroll/expense account is separate from your income account. Then also for your credit card, I do recommend that since your credit card, it's free to replace the number, try to use some virtual cards. Other company or bank credit card companies, they already have a virtual number that you can use. So those are the other security measures that you can do in able to not to expose this kind of so many fraud that are happening right now. Okay, so now it's better that you always have another person looking on this, because everybody, whenever you have a bookkeeper, you can always give them a guest access, and that's a feature of a QuickBooks. Now let's type number U. Utilize every deduction. Utilize every deduction. Financial experts advise you to label and categorize all the expenses and keep the track of cash flow. During the COVID situation, there are so many companies that they did not continue their office. They have their own home as a home office, which is also allowable by the Internal Revenue Service as long as it's exclusive, ordinary, necessary, and regular day-to-day transaction. That's why you could utilize your home. Portion of that can be business expenses. At the same time, with the use of your car, you can actually use your car for business trips. Those are also part of the deductions. That's a good thing about a business owner. You can reclassify some of your personal income to or personal expenses to become a business expense. Every transaction needs to be accounted for. Now, need payroll accuracy. Type letter N. You need to have a good payroll accuracy. This is what I do suggest. When your business is growing, you need to put yourself on payroll, especially here in Texas. If you're making 50,000 take home, instead of doing owner's withdrawal, because at the end of the year, that owner's withdrawal still has to be a taxable income. Just put yourself on payroll if you're making 50,000. Because the regular salary and reasonable salary in Texas as a manager, because by default, you're the manager, you're wearing different hats, you could actually pay yourself that kind of reasonable amount. The good news, it's already considered business deduction. And when you're on payroll, you can put more benefits to your payroll. You could actually increase that payroll every year rather than doing an owner's withdrawal. This company, he's making 600,000. What he's doing is he's putting the owner's withdrawal as an expense, and he got audited. Unfortunately, he's paying himself 80,000. But when we asked him, did you put this as on your payroll? He said no. So that's why it didn't land well with the Internal Revenue Service. And also when you're doing SBA loan, remember they're looking for any type of income like W-2. Your company can be your own employer. The QuickBooks also, you can purchase that online. Then on number 4, this is letter T, type T, you can have more tax saving benefits. Tax saving benefits. There are instances where your business may end up so much greater net income. Our company is not a tax preparation company only. We are a tax planner with a good record keeping, because they go hand in hand. It's like a bicycle. You need to have wheels, two wheels to go to that direction. We cannot do your taxes if we don't have your records straight. We cannot save you more than 10,000 of taxes if we don't have your records correct. Like a lot of people, it's been a practice, they go and then write an estimate. Estimates is a trigger, it's a red flag. When you estimate your expenses, your rent, all of those are red flag. The same thing with everything that you're doing. It needs to have a proper software and a proper Excel sheet that you can use to categorize that. And then because of that, you could issue yourself, not just yourself as an employer, but also your employee can receive some benefits like the term insurance. There are so many retirement accounts that are tax sheltered. But remember, it's not just about the tax saving benefits. It's also keeping your employees engaged with the company, because if they're seeing more like a long-term benefit, they would commit. Your best asset right now, more than your product or service, is are your employees. So you have to really have this career path. You need to have a long-term goal for them, because when you take care of them, they will take care of the company and everybody's happy. Now on next, type letter A. We're almost finished. On all tax forms will be needed, right? All tax forms. What are the tax forms that we are referring? Please pay attention with 1099. Whether any type of 1099 is taxable, it should be reported on your tax return. Whether it's W-2, whether it's 1099-R, 1099-K, 1099 miscellaneous, 1099 NEC, NEC, 1099 from the state, all of those should be reported. This time, more is better, because this situation happened to one of the bar and grill that we handle. I did directly work with an auditor. They're reporting this company. She's reporting all credit card transaction check, like she's making 1.2 million. And out of that 1.2 million, the auditor, she is looking for cash income. Remember, that is not going to be skipped by an auditor. They will add any type of industry. There's what you call average income. If you are making 1.2 million, they're considering that there's a cash income somewhere there. But the problem with this bar, they do not have a cash income. All are credit card. And this happened 5 years ago, when a lot of people are paying cash. They're looking for at least 20 to 25% of this revenue should be cash, and they did not report cash. What they did, is when you see yourself in the hole, stop digging. They burned the registrar. The owner herself, they burned the cash registrar. and that's why, aside from the Internal Revenue Service, the state of Texas audited them for sales reporting. There's nothing you can do. IRS can put liens on some of your properties and assets. So that's the reason why you have to straighten up your records, your financial statements. That's why all tax form will be needed. Even if it's a cash income, you are required to report this at the end. Then let's go with letter N. Type letter N, neat and organized records. When you have been in business for a while, you just started your venture the other day, you can testify that there is nothing as important as storing your records safely. All businesses are required to maintain their accounting records. Usually, the Internal Revenue Service require you to have at least 3 years, but if in case there's fraud cases, there's no statute of limitation. They can open the remaining years prior to those 3 years. You should not only store records, but also be able to explain all the recorded transactions. There are software that you can use. And also, please be reminded that the loan, when you're applying for the SBA loan, any type of loan, they're looking for either your 3-year financial statement, like balance sheet and profit and loss, your forecast, your projections, but they all based it from your financial records in the past. Then letter T, number 1, the top priority reports. For the top priority reports, the financial experts advise employ proper accounting controls. Even you have your secretary, any authentication in terms of accessing your bank statements records, you need to have a one-way authentication or to your email, to your personal number before they can even access that. Unless they have a guest access, that would also work. Credit card companies, this is already popular also with the bank. There's one case that we handled. This person is charging $5,000. She put an invoice, like an autobit, to her bank, to the business owner's bank. So what happened was, because she has to authenticate it, she declined and dispute the charge, the $5,000 charges from her bank account. So that's why you could place two authorized personal signatures when dealing with huge transactions, or a secure PIN for debit cards. There you go. Let us connect. We are our company. We have a QuickBooks certification. If you want to purchase the software, like what I mentioned a while ago, we have QuickBooks, WICO Tax. Just send this link or open the link. You will receive a copy of your PDF. But it's only valid within 24 hours. But if you have any concern for your legal, let's say driving ticket, or your like any personal matter that you need a lawyer, we are also affiliated with Legal Shield, where you could subscribe to them. Also, we are, you just have to click the link. It's also available on our YouTube channel. Then you could have unlimited consultation, from drafting the contract, from anything, as corporate agreement, even immigration. They also have that on their website under legalshield.com. What are the benefits of getting a business bundle? There are 5 major benefits. The most important thing for everybody is peace of mind. You don't want, we will be your right hand to deal with the IRS, and do not deal it by yourself. All right, everything is just documents, records. You need to save your time, save headache. Because if you keep purchasing the software, whether it's desktop, you're not upgrading your QuickBooks desktop or even an online, you don't need that. You just have to have somebody online purchase an online QuickBooks, then also allow a guest access, or so somebody can do it for you on your QuickBooks online account with a bookkeeper or professional. Then when you realize that you can do it on your own, at least they started and they make a good foundation for your books. Now, save time. Our team will be top of submitting all tax reports. There are so many tax reports from the federal, state. This customized bundle, because we want to save you money. Remember that the IRS penalizes not filing on time rather than not paying on time. What do I mean by that? Even though you're not ready with your tax return, let's say your 1120S, your corporate return, your partnership return, even though you're not ready, you need to file an extension, because the IRS penalizes 25%. That's a lot of money. If you're paying 10,000 to the IRS plus 25%, you automatically have a 2,500 unnecessary expense. That's why you need to have a good record keeper that will file this property sales franchise tax for you. These are all customized service on our company. Then ultimately, I'm so happy for the company when they obtain with faster grants or loans with the SBA. That's number 5. Because this company came to our office, they've been declined from 3 different banks. But then when we took care of their bookkeeping and their taxes, we were able to help them to secure the loan in 3 weeks. It's a $400,000 loan that they were approved. Can you imagine? Yeah, you will invest somebody to do your books, but at the same time, that will save you money, and then that will give you more benefits and access to the different loan or even grant program. Because anything that you're doing right now for business expansion, whether you talk to an investor, lenders, maybe even your family, they would like to see your numbers. That's why entrust it with WICO Tax. Type WICO, WYCO. We are a worry-free, year-round, competitive, and on-time virtual booking books and tax service solution here in Texas. Please check our reviews. We have the highest reviews in South Texas. 700 plus. That was way back 2020, because that's how we get more and more clients, is because of online. This is one of our client success stories. He is an owner of a Filipino restaurant during the unprecedented pandemic. While he is struggling to take care of the business operations, we took care of their PPP and EIDL application because we've been working with his financials for the past 3 years already. So that's why you have to choose your battle. If you're still doing this, you are in red flag with the IRS, or you want us to have this for you. It's organized, it's prepared, accurate, and correct. Stay away from audit. That's why a lot of business owners might be overwhelmed. I'm a business owner myself. I'm also overwhelmed. But you need to be working on your business, not working in your business. You need to know how to delegate and find the right people on your team. Because according to Steve Jobs, that great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Now, the awards and certifications, why WICO Tax? Aside from being Minority Business of the Year, we are IRS Certified Acceptance Agent. I did mention that there are some foreign companies, we are helping them to process their ITIN and EIN, because being an IRS acceptance agent, which means we are allowed to certify original copy of documents in behalf of the IRS. That's why you don't need to submit your original documents to the IRS. We are the one authenticating it. You can have your original, your passport, birth certificate to keep your business, to start your business here in the US. That's why go to us. That's one of the certifications aside from QuickBooks. And then again, with Linda McMahon. If you don't know who is she is the founder, co-owner of World Wrestling Entertainment. She used to be the previous SBA director. Check our publications or articles. Our company was established on 2015. I started in Harlingen. But then again, on 2019, we opened another one on Brownsville. I know it's rewarding, but at the same time, it's very challenging to keep the office. Now, as of 2022, we opened two more satellites in Dallas and San Antonio. That's why all of this experience that I've got, we would like to bring it back to you. If you will be given a chance to have a fast track course from idea, marketing, and financing your business, would you take it? And this is where my workshop will kick in. We are providing a 4-hour virtual business startup workshop. Then we also have offer number 2. You will instantly get $100 off on your tax and bookkeeping bundle. If you get the bundle, you already get the $100 off. You will have a 1-hour business consultation. Then you will also have a video training how to access mentors. Mentors are very important because they're giving you resources that you need to take your business to the next level, whether it's a marketer, whether it's a CFO, Chief Technology Officer. We are also going to provide you the video training. Then also you will have a free self-paced business mastery program. That's all also a video that we will provide. Then we have bonuses for you, 1, 2, 3. The first one is you will receive a PDF, the Think and Grow Rich. It's more about the mindset that will take your business to the next level and how to scale up. You're also going to be part of our access to our exclusive business Facebook group. Then a financial needs analysis. The financial needs analysis are basically your QuickBooks. If you're having with your financial, that's already part of our 1-hour business consultation, or your tax returns, you have not filed it, or maybe you're working on a loan. That is part of our bonus for you, the financial needs analysis. All of this price is $4,284, but now if you will sign up within 24 hours, you will get it for $447 only. It's a limited time offer. All you have to do is click the link that we'll be providing. This is what you're going to see on the workshop. On the workshop that we're going to do is more on how to start for the startup business owner. It doesn't mean that when you're a startup, doesn't mean that even though you're 5 years and then your business is not making ends meet, you're still a startup. What we're going to discuss, how to convert your idea into business, how to start your business or registration, like what are the different tax implications, and what's the right structure might be beneficial for you. Then the next part would be how to market. And the last part is how to finance your business. So that is a 4-hour intensive workshop course virtually on April 21. you will receive an email once you signed up. Now, if you would like to connect with us, we have a LinkedIn, we have a YouTube, and we also have our website. Our firm handles now any problem with any tax audits. We are providing with the different documents that they would be needing. All you have to do is to book the 30-minute consultation today. Now, the Q&A, we're done. We're going to go with the virtual consultation. You could click us online, type your full name, email number, and then for the workshop, just type SW, which means Startup Workshop. Our number is 956-425-WICO for any more questions. And that's all on our presentation for today. We finished early. Now we're going to go with the Q&A. Let me see. All right, let's see the different, if there's, very good. Okay. All right, guys, there's no question right now. We are available online. Just book us. And thank you for listening again here in WICO Tax. You guys deserve the max. Stay safe.